Hello guys, welcome to T-Side Hackspace. It's so much more space than my crampy office, so I thought I'm gonna have a live stream, because I've got a couple of products I'd like to talk about, and there are two reasons why am I in a Hackspace. The two reasons are reason number two and reason number one. I don't have speakers at home, and one of the items I received, which are stuck in here, is this really lovely amp. And I didn't want to just connect it to headphones, so I wanted to actually take advantage of the speakers and play it this way. So, well, I knew the speakers are here, so I figured I'm gonna pop into a Hackspace and talk to you from this beautiful place, which I was yesterday in here. So I'm on my own today, which is great, because no one's gonna get in the way, be noisy, and get themselves embarrassed if they walk past, and I don't have to watch out for anyone. So as usual with these, no instructions needed. I'm just gonna open a couple of boxes, tell you what's what, and in a couple of days or weeks you're gonna see what's it called? Review they called. So that's the crack. If you're interested in what we're going to see, obviously in the description of this. Hello Christian, you're right. I'm very well, and you? Obviously, I'm going to send you a couple of links to see what we are dealing with, and I will try it out to the best of our ability. So that's the plan for today. In the meantime, if you have any questions, feel free to type them on the chat. I'll be checking the chat and responding to it. So that's the plan. Live stream's going to last about probably half an hour to 45 minutes, but that's usually the plan, and I end up streaming more than I usually plan, so yeah. Alright, and hello Hardwire, how are you doing? Let's kind of get started with a small overview to what I've got. So first of all, this is a nice amp, and I'll tell you why this is a nice amp in a second, and it's a Kickstarter project. I'm gonna send you a link in a moment. We're gonna be talking about this and trying it with speakers, so I'm really looking forward to this bit. I'm not sure what kind of music I'm gonna play, and not to get any copyright strikes from YouTube. So that's the first product. The second two products I've got are very interesting products from Europe, actually. Well, that was from Spain, so this one's from Europe too, and those are Netio cables. So one of the cables is a UK plug cable, and basically this is a MQTT cable, and second one, it's the HTTP REST API, and I've specifically asked for this type of connector, and this is the connector you would see on a PC. And yeah, you guessed it, that's gonna go for the PC. And hello Bernard, how are you doing? Before starting, can you come back to IKEA stuff? Yeah, just let me know what you want to know about IKEA stuff, and I'll answer the questions too. So those two cables, we're gonna be looking into it. I'm really looking forward to this PC cable for one reason, and I'll tell you why in a second. And you put it here. And the last, I've got a Bluetooth speaker, which is quite big, and well, let's have a look and see if it's any good. So today's live stream is audio dominated, and we're gonna be blasting some tunes and taking advantage that no one's here. So that's the plan. And as I said, I'm currently in a T-Side Hackspace. It's a very cool place, and if you live nearby, just pop in on Tuesdays. We have open night, and then you can check it out and see if you like it. You can just sign up and join us. So, how have you been, guys? Because I've been great. I've been super busy. Other than that, yeah, let's switch the camera to something more interesting, so you could see what's on here. Since what we're gonna start? We're gonna start with audio music, and so that will require a little bit of setup. And let me get you a link for this, because there is a Kickstarter. The Kickstarter is still in progress. It's mandatory to have a Zigbee hub or something like it. No, it's not. If you use IKEA stuff, you will need to use CC2531 USB stick. So it's gonna act as a hub, and you will have to relay that information to that Zigbee stick, and obviously you can do whatever you want. It is advisable to have a couple of light bulbs or connected devices because they act as mesh routers, so they increase the range of your Zigbee protocol. But you don't have to have IKEA hub. In fact, IKEA hub is useless. You don't have to have a Xiaomi or Philips hub as well. As long as you can use the Zigbee protocol, you'll be just fine that way. So I hope that's answered your question. Now, I had links in here, but I don't see the description of this. So I'm just going to Google it for you and paste it again. So first of all, it was a Kickstarter. Let me just get that from my history. History. Okay, got it. So right now on £10,000, £10,500 with 36 days to go, and they need to reach the goal of 17,000. So they have just over 60% right now. So they're doing quite good, and honestly, I'm not surprised because you're gonna discover in a second why. So this is the first side. Would it work with a virtual machine? Yeah, you can, as long as you can have drivers for the USB stick, it's no problem. I'm running mine on Raspberry Pi, and if you use adapter, you can even run it on Raspberry Pi Zero. So it's up to you. So we're gonna unpack this and see what's inside. So for that, I'm gonna get you a little bit better camera. So I've got this camera. Maybe I'll put my face as well, so you could see me. It's gonna be maybe less awkward. Let me just quickly add the camera to it. Oh, this is the wrong camera. Sorry about that. This is what happens when you don't add, name your cameras properly. Ah, that's gonna be cool. So I'm gonna be here. Okay. I want to see what I'm doing in a kind of live setting as well. So let's lift up the camera a little bit, like this, and let me make some space. So this is called Bosk NP210L, which is a beautiful name, really. Not really. I hate those names. They could name it something nice and pretty and easy to explain. And if you take a look at here, that should give you a clue why this product is quite interesting. I know there is a bit of a glare. Trying to get it. So this device supports Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, HDMI, USB. It has a USB DAC and USB normal plug-in you will see in a second. The optical, AirPlay, DLNA, so you can stream stuff from stuff like Raspberry, etc. And then you have app support like Spotify, TuneIn, etc. There is a multi-room support and high-resolution audio. So this is quite impressive first of stuff that support. So let's get that open. It actually looks really nice as well on the picture. I kind of have a quick look inside because I needed to prepare a couple of things for this live stream. It's a nice box that pretends to be wood. Ta-da! So inside you're gonna find a power supply. Maybe I should move the camera to the other side. It's gonna be a little better like this. So you're gonna have a power supply, and what we have inside. We're gonna have a nice box. Well, it's not a box, sorry, it's in a thingy. And there is a remote control. No instructions for now. So let's move the box to the side right now. And let's have a look what is here. Maybe I'll move this camera a little bit closer so you can see it a little bit better. What am I doing? Raise this camera somewhere here. Okay, that should be fine. So let's get this cat out of the bag. Ta-da! It looks really posh actually. It's not very heavy, but it has a bit of a weight to it. And this is the front, like on the picture. There's a bit of foil. We can remove the foil. I love removing foil. There's a nice brushed aluminium on front, secured with 4 screws. There's a rotary encoder. If you Google or if you YouTube, search on YouTube, there is a channel about buttons and coders and switches on devices, and the guy just reviews them in like 30 seconds and does like and honestly, there's a whole YouTube channel when he reviews this, the buttons and stuff like that he's just sounds, it's pretty amusing. So, but the interesting part of this, it's obviously at the back. So let's take a look at this I/O, because this is quite impressive, like so. So what we've got in here is left and right speakers. They separated into positive and negative leads. In addition to that, you'll see there is a subwoofer jack, 3.5mm jack. And for the rest of the inputs, we've got audio in. We have the HDMI ARC. There is optical. There is the USB DAC, and there is a DC, a digital to analog converter. There is a USB in if you want to plug in just to stick with some music. There is a LAN apart from Wi-Fi, and this is a Bluetooth Wi-Fi setup button and just the power. So the backplate's metal. This is wood, and overall it's really nicely designed. I really like what I see so far. So I guess we're gonna connect some speakers and play some music on it. What do you think, guys? So I've got 2 speakers. I don't know how powerful they are, but what we're gonna do. The connectors are actually interesting. We'll take a look at the connectors up close. There is a hole inside here, which I don't know if you can see it. Come on, autofocus. Autofocus doesn't want, oh no. Come on, you were doing okay. Oh, now you should be able to see it. So, the cables go inside, obviously, and there's a power supply. Well, we've got a power supply. There is a 4 amp at 15 volts. All right. So I got myself a UK plug as well, so I wouldn't have to run around. So let's get this connected. So obviously I have 2 speakers with bare wires like this. The speakers, I've got 6 ohm speakers. That's pretty much all I know about them. So black goes to obviously to black. So red to red, and the same for the second channel. And we're gonna blast some music, guys. We're gonna start a party. I wouldn't be surprised if all people working around, because it's an industrial area, would come and check out what am I doing in here. So that's the plan. So once this is connected, I should be able to plug the power supply. Maybe put the speakers like this, and maybe do some fancy angles. Can I do fancy angles with this like that? So you could see all the goodness. How about that, guys? Is that pleasing for you? I need to drag a bit of extension a little bit closer. Can I? No, I'm gonna get a second extension. That should do it, I think. Yeah. Gonna get that connected. And we have a Bluetooth connector there. So, oh, there is a remote control. I absolutely forgot about the remote control. There is a remote controller which looks like this. So you have a basic functions to switch between inputs and some controls for the music. Now, I don't have much music in here. I'm gonna use something that is copyright free. I'm right now on the Bluetooth. There is a first of all, we can connect to this, and how you connect to it is it broadcasts as a access point, and you can set it up this way. I already downloaded the app, so let me go to the app. Where's the app? Now I'll show you where is a bit of a cheating, because obviously I did set it up so I don't have to worry about anything else. So that's the app, and straight away it's gonna discover in your room this speaker, and you'll be able to use your different what is it called? Different services. So you've got your Napster, Tidal, Spotify, iHeartRadio, TuneIn. Right now, Google Play isn't supported, which is slightly disappointed. But when you go to your music, you'll have obviously local songs, and you'll have the LNA devices. So at home, I would have my Raspberry Pi and my old music that I usually use to stream content via Plex. So if I go here, select the music. Don't know how loud it's gonna be. Let's volume 3. Okay, that's okay. Let's play this. I'm playing it. Oh, we need to connect it, I guess. This is Bluetooth. Let's do it via Bluetooth right now. It shows that it's connected. So, what am I missing? Volume. Play. I'm missing something, guys. Where am I missing? The music's playing from here. I'm clearly missing something. So let's have a look. Maybe I'll just reconnect my Bluetooth. Oh, it made a noise. It made a beep, so definitely something's going on. So let's try to play music now. Is it because I'm not on a Do Not Disturb? Let's have maybe because of that. So I don't want to go. Okay, I could hear the music now. So it's probably because I have it on Do Not Disturb, so it kind of mutes all the sounds. Where's my application now? Yeah. I'm so confused. Am I in a Bluetooth mode? Yes, so let's have a look. Let's cycle through. This is a Wi-Fi mode. It's optical. This is Bluetooth. So I should be able to connect via Bluetooth and play. I can see on the list of connected devices, so what am I doing wrong right now? Oh, it works. Have to stand in front of it to kind of hear it properly. So apparently I'm actually doing it over Wi-Fi. That's more than loud. Okay. Alright, I'm quite excited about this. So in the front panel you'll see that there is a play button, there is a selector, you can select stuff. Can you see the music? No, you don't see the track, which is a shame. It would be nice to see a track. So you can pause the music, can't skip it, unless I'm gonna use the remote. So remote control, let's have a look. yeah, a bit of a force required to press on the buttons. But yeah, okay, I'm happy with this. So obviously this has a couple of options to connect and interact with it, and in here I have a limited setup to do it. But it works, and this the first impression sounds that you can drive these two speakers quite well. I went to maybe 50% of the sound volume, and it sounds quite nice actually. Some further testing is going to be definitely required to get that working with all the stuff. I know it works already with, like I said, with DLNA, and I can connect via Bluetooth to it. But there is also like plugins like Spotify and all the apps. Like I said, my music is mostly on Google Play Music, so this is not supported. I'm definitely going to drop them an email and ask if that's going to be supported in the future. But if you're interested in this, just jump into the Kickstarter link on the chat, and you'll see a little bit more about this thing. So the first item it's here. So for now, let's just turn it off and make myself a space, and we're gonna be playing with the second item in order. If you've got any questions about this, just do ask, and I'll try to answer to the best of my knowledge. Now what we've got in here, and I completely forgot the instructions for this. We have two cables, and this is basically a cable with a son-off inside. Now both of them, they have a very similar capability in terms of what you can do. Apart from switching the cable on and off, so transferring the power currents through the cable, you can measure it. So this is pretty much a cable with a son-off POWR2 inside, where you can measure the cable itself. Now the cable is rated for 13 amps. And this is MQTT cable. The other one is rated for 10 amps, and this is the computer cable type. And one of the reasons I requested the computer one was because sometimes my computer decides that it doesn't want to wake up. And I don't know why, it's not 100% sure why, but I want to have a backup, and adding this before your PC will allow me to actually set in a BIOS policy to restart the system on power loss. So if I cut the power and reconnect the power again, my PC will basically restart itself. Instead of staying off, it will restart itself, and then I should be able to regain access via remote control, remote desktop or something like that. So that's the idea behind this cable, and that's why I wanted to have this connector for power supply. The second one is basically similar. It just latches onto the power. You could use this cable with actually, connect a PC through this as well, but it's just neater not to use it, especially if you have a UK plugs. UK plugs are awful; they're so big. So let's plug that in and see what's what. So I'm just going to plug this in. It's not a setup. I've not set up this, so will be like, probably I should download the app. So let's have a look on the Play Store and try to get an app. Netio. So Netio mobile, install. There's a very fast internet here, not like at home, so it's going to be only a couple of seconds. Okay, the app is done. Add device. So maybe I'll show you how it looks like. Come closer. Like this. So you have to manually specify some stuff, and Netio file. So I have this is called power cable in TT101G. I don't know which one is it. And this is HTT. No, this is MQTT one. Okay. So maybe let's go back. No, it just says add the device. I guess I have to connect to it first via access point. Yep, the power cable shows in here that it connects, and that's okay. We are connected. Let's check on. It's trying to do it so you could see, I guess. So let's check on the details of that connection. So this is connect me to 10.0.40.1. That's the gateway. So let's load this up. I wish we could just copy this. 10.0.40.1. So let's go. 10.0.42 and 1, and we'll be able to select specification for this cable. So we have my Wi-Fi available, so let's set it up. Next, I'll type in the password if I can see it. Okay, I'm logging into the network. It's setting the cable up. It's still flashing orange. Don't know if you can see it from here. Come on. I hope I spelled the password correctly. There's quite a bit of glare on that password, and I have to move front and back to actually be able to read it. But this is MQTT cable, which means it should work directly with MQTT brokers like Mosquito or on the Raspberry Pi. And if you use the services like GBridge, which exposes the MQTT server, you would be able to connect to GBridge lost connection. The device automatically reloads. Okay, let's have a look. Reload side, yes. Okay, don't know if that actually connected or not. So we run into a bit of a snag. So let's try this again. Are we still connected to the right thing? Yes. Something tells me I've misspelled the password. I'm just going to restart this. I could hear the click inside of the relay. And let's look for the Wi-Fi again. Automatically connected. Yeah, thank you. And reload the setting page. Okay, again. Next. Access password. Let's do this again. Okay, I'm trying to set it up again. Not 100% sure what I'm going to use this cable for, but I'm sure I can figure out something out. One of the things you could do with this is just to plug in another extension, and then you would be able to monitor everything that you have plugged into that extension in terms of power use. This cable isn't custom made. I'll send you a link, guys. I've not Netio. So these are two cables I'm playing with. So this is the MQTT version. I'm just pasting it now. And this is the version for the HTTP requests. Okay, so those are the cables. And the cable is quite well made. This is quite solid. Like I said, I'm not a big fan of English plugs. But right now I have a problem connecting. Why? Okay, one more time. I've noticed sometimes these setups don't work on certain phones. Don't know why. Reload the website and try it again. Come on. Connected to correct? No, mine's correct. Okay, connect automatically, connected, and let's go to the setup page. Come on. The toggle works because I can toggle it. I can hear it. Can you hear it, guys? Not sure, but the toggle works. So can I do this in any other way? No. Can only add this in one way. It's definitely I didn't misspell. Like, I can define my DHCP, but no, it should be okay. Let's try it. Maybe I'll change the name just in case. Okay, I've changed the name and straight away it's started. Maybe the name of the device didn't like the dash. I've changed the name straight away, it started to connect. I don't know why. Just take a look, see. And save and connect. Okay. I've got everything there. I'm going to save it right now. Now I can use the HTTP web browser. I need to change my Wi-Fi. Okay. And now I can log into the protocol. I've not saved this. But I think I should be able to do it via app now. So let's go to the app. The app was Netio. And I should be able to find this. It was with 66. Where is the app? Ah, here. Add the device. No, it's not. Not show. Shame it's not automatically showing, so I have to add it manually. I haven't got a clue what is the default password. Let me look it up online, guys. See what's the default password. Support, company words by contact. I need a PDF for this, guys. I need a PDF. So I have all products. This is a MQTT cable. So let's jump to the MQTT cable and see if I can get a PDF with instructions. On the website, explanations. So what we can measure is current, output power, energy, true power factor, voltage, grid frequency, and phase. Oh, interesting. Just looking, coming soon. Technical download. Okay, we have some sort of download flyer manual in, can I have it, because this is a Czech product, I want this in English. software. There is a Windows software as well. There's a firmware update. I want to know what is the default password. There's a couple of different items there. Huh. That's what happens. Forgot the Wi-Fi password. Like power cable, quick instruction. I don't know. It is available for download at this page. This page isn't linked. Come on, guys. Okay, let's check the flyer. See if the flyer says anything. No. Disappointing. Okay. Is there any password in here? No, it's not. So I'm really disappointed right now that I don't have a password. Admin and password. Apparently, it's not the password. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see. No. Any ideas for a default password, guys? Connect the cable with the G-bridge. Can you send a voice command to the cable? Yes, you can. If you connect it via G-bridge, you don't even need a server, and you will be able to use Google Home to connect the cable to it. So if you have a computer, for example, with this cable, you should be able to say, hey, the Google Home device, turn on my PC or whatever, and it will send this. I'm really. Let me just quickly Google search Netio default password. Quick installation guide. That's probably why I needed to take with me. Okay, I'm looking through front view. Okay, before. I'm pretty sure I didn't have a password anywhere to set up. Admin. Okay, we in business, guys. We in business. Unable to connect to device. Really? This is a different product though. So let's have a look if there is a cable. I forgot my password. Download Netio 4X. I hope you would think they have the same password, right? There is a massive installation guide, but I don't think this is for this one. No, it says admin. Okay, let's go to the web interface and try to interact with the web interface. Maybe that will resolve in something productive. 6.6 and let's have a look. Admin. Maybe lowercase. Oh, yes, it's admin, but I don't know why. So, okay, we have, let me just open my preview. So this is the web interface, and as you can see right now, it's just gonna show you, how it looks. It displays the basic details, so the date isn't set right now, the time isn't set, Shows you power factor, energy, frequency 50 Hz, voltage 244 volts, no, nothing connected. Now this is my MQTT flags, where you can have your own JSON, I guess, Netio push. So you can push stuff to HTTP, that's nice. And then you can define users for each plug as well. That's really cool. In settings, we can have settings in here, daytime system settings. Can I set my own password? Network configuration, so that's the HTTP. Okay, that's pretty much it. And there's an admin, no, that's my login. So if I wanted to change the password, where would I go? Maybe to current password. Okay, I can set a new password. Let's current password, sorry. So let's change the password to something very complicated. Like password. Okay, changes has been saved. So if I'm gonna go now to the app, cable admin, and type in password, I should be able to connect. Different device tab. Why? No. Netio 4C. No. Why it's not allowing me to connect? Interesting. 680 and then 66. Name cable admin password. No. Okay, this is something definitely I'm gonna check out. Can I connect something here? Let's see how much power my laptop actually draws while streaming. It uses the battery right now, so even though this is not connected. Is there a button in here? Physical button. Do we have a physical button? No, we don't. We do not have a physical button. This is a good and a bad thing. It would be nice to have the button that you can disconnect software-wise. So let's go to web interface and see what's changed. Outputs. Let's turn it on. And I can already see that the load is 25. The load is 24 watts, current 148 milliamperes, voltage 244, power factor 0.64, energy it's not used any yet, and the 50 Hz, so it's already measuring stuff. Interesting. Would be nice to see like chart or something. Will I be able to see any charts? No? It's a shame. I'm just refreshing to see. No charts. Okay, that's a shame. But because we have MQTT protocol that you can use it, you will be able to draw the charts in Nodle or something. So yeah, let me just jump back to the live stream because I've ignored the comments probably. Right. So those two cables are going to be playing with a little bit more, and I'll let you know how they perform soon. And last thing, I've got a speaker, a big speaker. So let's crack this baby open. And this is from Tronsmart. It has a voice assistant and a big bass, and it's big. It's big and round. So this is the speaker. It doesn't look like much apart from this rubberized pad that holds all the buttons and connectors. You can charge it with USB Type-C, yes. You can plug and use it as a power bank. There is a SD card if you want to play stuff from SD card, and there is a audio out. And then you have a pairing, because if you have two of these speakers, you can have a true stereo, and some presets for EQ and modes for different modes. So let's power it up. Let's is it connected? Let's connect to it. There is a here connector for volume, and there is a button. So what's the weather like?
Right now in Middlesbrough it's 4 degrees and partly cloudy. Today it'll be partly cloudy with a forecasted high of 7 and a low of 2.
Okay, and this is no, don't play music. Don't play music until I tell you so, because I don't want to get in trouble. So let's put some music I can play actually. There you go. Okay, this is quite loud. Let's see if that's the maximum volume. Yeah, it's loud. You could fill entire this space with this single speaker, which is nice. Now we have a equalizer. Let's see what it can do. Now in this setting it has a little bit more bass to it. Oh, in this setting it has more bass. Let's see, get something with bass. So that removes all the bass and focuses on high tones. I don't know which one that is. Yeah, this one's already, I guess, the speaker is not moving, but it's not far off. So the speakers are not rounded, the speakers are in exactly opposite the steering bar, and you can actually hear it. So if you don't have the speaker facing towards you, you're gonna miss out on a bit of a sound. So the sound is much better like this than in any other orientation. Okay. Well, it's a speaker. I'm feeling good, guys. Okay, alright, so we had the speaker, and I'll get you a link for the speaker as well. What's Amazon? So this link is for my dear UK people. Go on. Generate. And the other one's gonna be for my US people.
SM1THS on says, T-Side Hackspace would like to say hello to everyone on Matt's live stream.
I hope you could hear this, guys. Thank you kindly. I was waiting for this to happen. We have a system on this Hackspace connected to Slack. So when you are a member, you can send a message to Hackspace, which is going to be read by our bot. So you can take advantage of that and ask people questions, and that's what happens. High back. Can I do this? I'll show you how it works. It's actually pretty cool, because the other day what happened? I left my wallet somewhere, and there was a couple of guys in the hack space, so I just asked them if they seen my wallet via this. So let's get Spacebot to say, speak. Thank you, Andy, for the shout out.
That says, thank you, Andy, for the shout out.
I hope you were able to hear this a little bit better. So yeah, it's a very cool feature actually, because you can interact with people in a hack space, and when you're in trouble or something, you can always get someone to check something for you, etc. So there were 3 items today in a live stream. The first one was this beautifully looking thingy. What is it called? Amp. Where's my OBS? There's my OBS. Can I have a look? Okay. So first one was this amp from what is it called, guys? What are they called? They're called a. It's not even on a Kickstarter. Come on. Oh, RÖTH MYERS. That's the one. So it's pretty cool actually. I'm looking forward to test it. I need some speakers. I have no speakers. I need some speakers at home. Second items, there were cables from Netio, and the guys were very nice, and sent me 2 cables to play with, and I'm looking forward to do some automation with it. I think this cable is gonna replace my Sonoff cable, and it's gonna go for washing machine. Yes! So I'm gonna make a washing machine ×2, and that should be just fine. Maybe. Hold on, what was the amperage on that? 13 amps, that's fine. That's going to be perfect for the washing machine. That's going to be for computer. And lastly, it's going to be a review of a speaker. So, that's it. And yeah. Don't know. Do you prefer me streaming from home or streaming from Hackspace? Let me know. There's a much faster internet in terms of uplink in here, which is probably why my stream doesn't have any problems. But yeah, I might do both. In the meantime, I'm working on a Hackspace video for you to show like a couple of nice, interesting projects that people are working on, and just to get a feel, and maybe encourage you to go and look for your local Hackspaces, because those places are really cool in terms of getting to know people with extra skills that you haven't got a clue about, and learn from them, and sharing your own skills. And another advantage is actually there's lots of different tools that you can use. So you can't see it around, but there is a couple of laser cutters here, and vacuum former, and some big woodworking workshop, and there is some welding equipment and metalworking equipment, and lots of different things that you can take advantage of with your projects. Or can you move to super internet? I could have much faster internet at home, but they charge me an arm and a leg, and I need both. So right now I'm stuck with my internet in terms of upload. It's not bad. I'm getting at home 110 download and about 9 megs of upload. I'd love to have a little bit faster internet, but maybe later. Right guys, it's been an hour, so I'm going to pack up and go home. I've got a couple of things that I'm gonna be working on, so hopefully the Xiaomi vacuum review should drop tomorrow, and project maybe day after if I'm lucky. There is a bit of work I need to do on this, and there will be a little bit more Nodle for sure, and there is a one Tasker video I'm working on in terms of fitness. And that's something that's not gonna be interesting. At some point you're gonna see the review for the cables and the project updates for the cables. You're gonna see the review of this amp, and obviously the speaker itself, and a couple of others. Giveaway. giveaway, guys. It's gonna be a giveaway, and I'm gonna announce the giveaway probably by the end of this week. And we're gonna have wireless, truly wireless. I said wireless twice because the wireless case and the wireless headphones, they're gonna be for a giveaway. So I'm gonna announce this week probably on Friday. So with that said, I will say thanks for joining and watching in. As usual, we run into some problems in me trying to figure out stuff without instructions. And I'll probably we'll start to use instructions because I always run into those problems. And today I've uploaded the IKEA button tutorial. And actually Andy, the one that was sending messages on in Hackspace just a couple of moments ago, he mentioned that this could be a perfect replacement for Amazon Dash buttons, and I agree. I agree because you have 4 different actions with these buttons. They Zigbee, so they're low powered, and they're cheap. In IKEA in UK they cost £6, and if you already have something Zigbee, then you don't have to invest like £3 in a stick. If you want, then add £3 into a stick and Raspberry Pi and Nodle, and you'll be able to use this. And for £6 to have 2 actions, you can label them. You can probably, this is one of the things I'd like to do. I want to take it apart and see if I can replace the covers, because the covers are very uniform, and it would be nice to have these covers in slightly a different shape for different actions. So that's something I'd like to really think about it. Xiaomi no, this is Xiaomi 1S. I'll link you. And there is more stuff actually coming, so I'm gonna have a couple of power banks with Wi-Fi wireless charging. I'm gonna have another interesting extension lead. That's gonna be another screwdriver which is automatic, oscilloscope under $100. And a couple of more interesting things that are on the way, will arrive at some point. And the vacuum is this one, Xiaomi 1S. That's the vacuum. And thanks, you guys. Zigbee helped me a lot. Excellent, Bernard. I hope you're gonna enjoy my tutorials. I really like Zigbee, and I'll be continuing checking Zigbee items out and adding them to my roster of devices. You can leave me also a note, what do you think about IKEA blinds, because I'm split. In UK, they are available in like 110 or 115, don't quote me on that size. So you have 115 centimeters, and that's gonna fit a standard window. So if you have anything but standard window, goodbye IKEA. So what I'm going to do, if there is enough need for it, I'll get one IKEA blind to test and see if it's worth it, and then I'm gonna get Tronsmart to send me their alternative. I know which one's gonna win, to be honest, but it would be nice to see IKEA one an alternative and see which one you should really get for your home. And if you're interested in curtains instead of blinds, then take a look on my website as well. You'll find some curtains that I've already fitted, and my very controversial peacock blinds. Right, guys, I'll pack up and go home because I'm starving. I've not eaten anything yet. So take care and see you next time. Bye.